Hello everyone, welcome to this last video for the project 2. Today what I'm going to review is something that gave troubles to some students, which is called external referencing. Okay, so open your plot.dvg file. This is your master file for the project, at which you are going to refer all the other drawings that you receive from other students, as well as other secondary drawings like the border DVG. Okay, so to start, make sure that you have all the drawings in one single folder, border, plot, plan, elevations, details, etc. And do not work from different directories, do not work from pen drives, etc. Create your own drawing and do what I'm doing right now. So type external reference and you'll get this menu in which you'll see that there are like several drawings with different status. We have plot, which is the master, which is open. Then you have some details, which is loaded, attached, etc. Border, not found. So we see that each of these external references are on different status. If we take a look, for instance, at any of the drawings, we see that the border is not there. Well, let's close this window. We see that the border is not there, doesn't show up. Okay, so when we have an external reference that says not found, that reference is not found, it's not loaded. So let's type back external reference. We need to find this border, okay? The border works a little bit different than the other ones because the border is properly matched. It's just the difference is that it's not in the directory, okay? So let's go back to drawing and we see that we have one border here that it's called border 2. These files came from a group of students, okay? So they kindly let them to me to record this video. So suppose that either we don't have border or we have a border called border 2. So we need to modify this. We need to bring a file called border and bring it to this file. Okay, so we need to bring the border, either download it or change the name and bring it to the same directory that it's on the safe path. So now we right click on border and we click reload. It says loaded, attach. And now if we go back to the drawing, we see that all the drawings have the border attached, okay? Okay, so this is how we deal with the border. Imagine now that we want to load the elevation, for instance, okay? To external reference, to reference other drawings that are the border, what we are going to do is to get to the drawing, to the model plan, and we are going to external reference the drawings here, okay, all of them. So let's type xref. Let's say that we want to bring an elevation plan, okay, an elevation. We are going to attach a nick, elevation nick, and we are going to specify on screen. We leave the parameters by default, and we specify on screen this plot, okay. Since we're importing an elevation, we delete the former one that was given to us. So detach, and our elevation is going to be this one, okay? And let's say that this is the drawing 4, right? So we close this building, we get this S2. Since we brought like the sheet 4, we need to create a new one, create a copy, move to the end. This is called S4. We modify the title, okay, S4, and now we bring the reference here, okay. Obviously we need to bring this to scale, but this is for you to do, you are the ones who have to do the exercises. So this is how we brought an external reference of the elevation. So you may ask, why external reference, okay? If you see here, when I click this drawing, I'm not one beam or not one brace got highlighted. All the drawing got highlighted. This means that this object is read from an external object. This means that if we modify the external object, once we reload this, once we synchronize this drawing, any modification that we have done in the external drawing will appear on this external reference, okay? That's the point of external reference. So if you are working with a lot of people, if somebody is in charge of this drawing, for instance, and say, hey, I don't like this, you need to change something, that person can change only that drawing and do not modify your master plot. okay, your master plot DVG. This is the reason why we do external referencing. Another reason is, for instance, if you want to modify a drawing that appears several times in your project, for instance, let's say that we want to make this border red, we will go to border DVG, change the color of border DVG, and once we reopen plot DVG, all the borders will appear as red. So we don't need to modify every single border, okay? So external references is a very powerful and useful tool that it's important to master, okay? Now let's do another example. Let's say that we want to external references, we want to xref a detail, okay? So let's say that we want to bring this detail 1, 2, bam, here, we bring it, see, okay, we close, and we want to external reference in the details, okay? So we take this S3, let's call it, well, let's create a new one, move our copy, move to the end, okay, and we call it S5, which will be the first plot for details, and we move it to the end, okay. Now we change S5 to just to not to confuse. Okay, we move it to S5, and now we are going to bring, since we see that the viewports are created already, we're going to bring that drawing in the end. One important point here is that for some reason in the way that these drawings are created, you'll see that you need to have this button activated. Show annotation objects. If you don't have the show annotation objects, it'd be possible that either the annotations are lost or even some of the details in function of which layers have you used will not show up, okay? So for this project, for this particular project, make sure you have these show annotation objects on, okay? Otherwise you will not be able to see the drawing. So we have imported this detail here, and we would do subsequently for the rest of details, okay? So remember, we bring all the drawings we do the external reference of all the drawings to model. We go to the respective viewport, we zoom in the drawing, and then you scale it, etc., and do the same thing for the details, okay? So thank you very much, and I hope that this is more clear than before. Goodbye.